I have not been bored or poor for a day since I met Norm Pearlstine.
Norm is just a charming guy.
First impression was really like, this guy is learning every second, which means I want to learn from him.
Norm is someone who definitely has a commanding presence. He feels like a leader, but he's not someone who is imposing or intimidating.
You want to please him because he just has that kind of character that draws you in.
He did what I think a lot of good leaders do, which is he managed by walking around. He walked around and he talked to people at their desks and he engaged people.
Come talk to me. He used to always say that, why don't you come talk to me?
One of the things that was unique is that, the editor-in-chief of Time Inc. in those empirical days had an office bigger than any apartment I have ever lived in. And so it was very easy for that person to be at a remove from the people doing the work, and yet I would hear from Norm all the time. It was highly uncommon for an executive at that level to be reaching down as deep as to where I was.
Norm has a lot of wisdom to give, but he doesn't dispense it in an overbearing way. And in fact, most of what I've learned from Norm, I've learned by watching Norm.
One thing that makes Norm a great mentor is that he's so excited about great stories and he knows they can come from anywhere.
Norm was managing editor of the Wall Street Journal when I joined in 1986. I joined in the Philadelphia bureau and I had a front page story published about Kevlar. I was covering the DuPont company, and Norm called the bureau chief and told him that he really liked my story and he thought that I had talent, which the bureau chief passed along to me, and I felt great for a very long time.
Norm reads people exceptionally well.
He's someone who's able to get great work out of people, but to do so in a way that always feels like he's out there wanting the best from you and knows you're capable of it.
When I was contemplating leaving the LA Times, he is the person who encouraged me to spread my wings.
The thing that was really special about my relationship with Norm, and I think a lot of people's experience with him, is that he would bring you in on the biggest question he was facing. And he really trusted people to learn and grow. I mean, that's a huge lesson.
I love his zest for life. He just lives his life to the fullest.
He took up boxing after he retired from Bloomberg, so he's stronger than ever.
Keeps a very busy schedule, but he always has an interest in keeping in touch with people. Some people just say casually, oh, yeah, let's catch up sometime. With Norm, he really means it.
Norm's very available. Like, I've called him in the middle of the night from a Chick-fil-A parking lot being like, I don't know what to do about this thing that just happened. And he's got great advice.
When I talk about who my mentors are, he's always right there at the top.
He's been one of the most important figures in my life. He's allowed me to do things that I didn't know I was capable of, purely because of his belief.
I try to keep his model in mind when I'm interacting with people, just the care and courtesy and presence and energy that he gives people. I'm very moved by it.
He really opened doors that I didn't know were there.
He told me I could do it, and I believed him.
He was starry, and he brought that and kind of dropped stardust all over the place.